Hello friends, it is Link the Gulf Coast Gardener. Today is Tuesday, March the 24th. We're back at the beach and check out these native plants. You may remember back in the fall of 2024, I direct seeded something called Be Happy Mix from Native American Seed. Grab a catalog at seedsource.com. And I had the most beautiful flower garden that I've ever grown with very little work. Now, one of the benefits of all of those native plants is that now I have things popping up all over the property. This is a clump of Gaillardia, or Indian blanket, also known as Firewheel. I did not plant them here. This is a perfect plant that simply reseeded itself here all on its own. I can't wait to see this start to bloom. And over here, this is one of my favorite native plants to grow. This is lemon mint. It is Monarda citriodora. There's all different kinds of Monarda. They typically are the favorites of the pollinators. They come in all different colors. This is stunning. Look up lemon mint. When you see those flowers, you're going to want to grow it, and it grows really well from seed. Now, unlike a lot of Monardas, this is an annual, but who cares? When something self-seeds this readily, it's basically a perennial in my book because it comes back year after year. Now, I've got a couple of other native plants growing down here. I'm not sure what that one is, and I really don't know what those two are, but I sort of recognize the leaf pattern, so I suspect those are some native plants as well. And on this side, this looks a bit like a weed patch, and to some extent it is, but there's a ton of native plants in here that just self-seeded from that wildflower garden that I grew last year. So every year I'm going to have more and more native plants that are self-seeding on their own. I've got Gaillardia in here. I've got wild parsley. I've got all kind of things. Now over here, this is dill. It's bouquet dill. I started this from seed probably 5 years ago, and I have not planted it since. I get tons of dill in this garden every year. It self-seeds like crazy, so once you get it established, it pops up everywhere, as you can see. Now, I love growing dill because it's the host plant for the black swallowtail butterfly. It's also fantastic on new potatoes, among other things. But often, the dill burns up before I see those black swallowtail butterflies, but I think I may have a solution for that this year. This is wild parsley, and it's growing all over the property, and I suspect this is going to be a lot more heat tolerant than the dill, so it should hang around until we get those butterflies. And it's popping up all over the property, so I'm just going to let that continue to self-seed. I should get a nice patch of this wild parsley established, so I'll have plenty of food for the black swallowtail butterfly caterpillars. So get those native plants established, direct seed them in the fall, and then you'll get a great cycle of reseeding all of these native plants year after year, and you will have flowers popping up all over your property. Well, as always, thanks for watching, and have a fantastic day.